Whew. Hey, you know, as a young YouTuber, right? It's kind of weird to say that as a young YouTuber. As a new YouTube channel, I am constantly watching other YouTubers on how they present themselves, what they do, and trying to find my uniqueness. You know, what is it that I do that would be interesting to you as a viewer and keep you here, have you share with other people. This guy named Bigsy, you know, at 50 years old, it's kind of, you know, most of these YouTubers that I watch, I admire and stuff like that are young bucks. I mean, when I was their age, they weren't even a thought. But anyway, you can see I'm in my garage, and it is, what time is it? 10:50, and I feel like I had a pretty good sleep, but man, I am wasted. I'm tired. I need to go make something to wake me up. Let's do that. Other people use coffee. So far I've been using this Lit Stuff gummy worm flavor. Coffee, I love the smell of coffee, but I just don't drink coffee. So I'm gonna get my pick-me-up from this green looking stuff. Normally I don't put ice in it, but that looks kind of soupy. Messy fridge. Down the hatch, right? It's kind of hard with a beer without trying to get it all sopping down it, so I pinch my cups. Oh. More like Sour Patch Kids. Ooh. I used to use this a lot when I did worked out with my neighbor next door in his garage. Felt slightly. Ready? Press. Grab. I have a passion in my garage for mechanical things. This year being my motorcycle. So that's why Bigsy's Garage came about. We wanted to be able to showcase and see what other people do in their garages to have fun, and showcase what I'm doing in my garage. Set this up. This is crazy. All right, let's do this. No, that sucks too. It's kind of hard to film by yourself. I am so amazed by what some of these solo guys who do these awesome YouTube channels that I've been watching, and they're doing it all by themselves. One guy, Peter McKinnon, he shoots with this camera. I have an old Canon 30D with the battery pack that goes on it. Unfortunately, the 30D it's just a photo camera. It doesn't shoot video. But he has like the 1DX or whatever. And this thing is about, I'm imagining, probably a little heavier than my 30D. And he holds it out there and shoots, and it's art. The way he does it is art. And here I am right now shooting off of my phone, and I shot like 5 minutes worth of video, I thought, about this bike right here. Sharing you all these ideas I was gonna do. And I looked at it, getting ready to flip it around so you could see me instead of what I was pointing at over here. And I didn't film. I forgot to push the button. I don't know if that drink helped me at all. So, I was just thinking as I was filming some stuff that it's spring break. And that means Shelby's home from college for a couple days, so why don't I get her to hold the camera while I show you a few things. Let's go see what Shelby's doing. And this is Shelby. 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 Man, your room is like a college student's room. So, hey, can I get you to be my camera person today? And then you can clean your room. So I've got my camera girl back. She finally woke up. I don't know, what was this, 3 hours later after I went in to wake you up? Maybe. I just wanted to kind of fill you in on the poll that I was hoping to get a whole lot more response and a lot more engagement from, but did not get any of that. We got some, but I am excited to say that the majority that I have talked to about the option, whether a hardtail or a softtail, only 2 people said hardtail. Those must have been like 20-year-olds or something.
Hold on. I think.
What?
Oh, it's just a light. It looks like it has something like right here. Sorry, it looked like it had something in your beard.
Something in my beard?
No, but it's just like the light reflecting.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
That's all right. I look pretty though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
We'll keep going. Beard looking on point?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, well, anyway, so basically, more people said softtail, which my body was going, oh, thank goodness. At 50 years old, hitting those bumps on a hardtail, I've been told, send shocks right up through your spine. And my back isn't always ready for things like that. And I don't think the little springs on a bobber-style seat would absorb much of that. So we're going to go air ride in the back. And air ride to help park the bike. Way you see it right now, the wheel is sitting way back in this little notch here. Now this notch, you'll notice, is not a perfect circle. The reason why they've done that is because it allows you to make those fine adjustments over time. If you come over here and take a look, let's look at this, Shelves. So the way this is sitting, I'm sorry, Shelves, maybe we need to step back a little bit. Let's just pretend this is the ground. So this is how the bike is gonna sit, actually kind of like this. Actually a little bit further, but the wheel is in the way, you can see. So, that's roughly about, so go ahead and stand back here a little bit, Shelves. Get that whole frame in there. So that is roughly about how far back I want this back tire. You can see it's a lot more from the previous shot, a lot more distance. So now with it down, if we were able to extend this out a little bit, it would probably be more on this type of an angle. And if you can see through my fat body, this is roughly where it's gonna sit when the tire is down too. So we're gonna have about that much space. That also gives me, see this little area right in here? If we reuse this swing arm and just extend just this swing arm, this is gonna have to come out. Because if you remember in my drawings, I've got the battery pack sitting right here. Now like this, with this space in between here, it'll fit in here perfect. But with this going up and down, that kind of tightens this gap. And you've got that much of an arc. And so cutting this out will also enable me to put a little platform in there because we've got a compressor we've got to do. We've got an air tank that we've got to do. And that's all got to fit somewhere. I don't want it all cluttered up in here and looking ugly. This right here, remember this line? This line was at the beginning of my last episode. I was going to come in here with my Sawzall, chop that bad boy off, put some sort of anchor point in here, but the distance between the edge of the tire, and I'm possibly going bigger, but the distance, even with, if I stay standard, between here and down here, with a fender on there, there's just no room for that to work. So I ate some humble pie, and on the back, let's grab this tire out of the way. If you look back in here, actually on this side, there's already a threaded hole, okay? So I can just use the old existing bolt and come in here. Over here, there's a hole right in here. You see that in there? So all I need to do is take a bit this size, bore it out, and then tap some new threads in there. And then I'll have bolt sticking out. I won't be able to use this mount, which is the original mount for suspension system of the original. So that's just going to be like that. I might just figure out a way to weld the brackets for the fender on there. But my cousin, Jack Danial, no, not Jack Daniels, Jack Danial, he's out in Colorado, is an awesome fabricator. He has on his website and his Facebook page, I'll put a link down below, you can see it, of an aluminum swing arm that he welded up, fabricated up for a client. And his welds are spectacular. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him to possibly extend these arms, work on these arms for me. But anyways, I mentioned that because he put on there a little kind of a bracket that's two-sided. It's almost like a U-channel, whatever. It fits right in here. So wherever this extends out and wherever the sweet spot is for the suspension, on the swing arm itself, we'll have a little channel that part of the suspension will go in. So the suspension, if you look at this way down the end of the bike, so you'll have, just like before, the thing I didn't really care about too much is you'll have these suspension hanging off on the side. So it'll make the back side of the bike a little wider. But who doesn't like a big back, right? Baby's got back? No? Oh, got a little bit of a laugh. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna have it like that. So, we're still working on it. Not much progress. Cash flow has kind of got me strapped right now, so as I can get some extra money, spare money in, I can throw towards this project. We're not gonna do any powder coating until we've got all fabrication parts done. This one, I don't think any fabrication is gonna happen to the frame itself. Most of the fabrication is gonna be the swing arm. So we'll take it from there. Again, I said at the beginning of the show, this is a new, young YouTube channel. And I'm still trying to find my place in the YouTube universe. So I'm trying to look at different things that I can do to make this program exciting and something that you look forward to, something that you want to watch. So you may see me change things up a little bit, but the general outline of what I do here is the garage. And it's not just my project. I'm interested to find out what you are doing in your garage, in your shed, in your shop, or in your barn. Whatever it is, whatever project or activity, it doesn't have to be mechanical. It could be a garage band. That's cool. I play a little bit of guitar, come jam out with you. But nonetheless, what are you doing in your garage? Share it with me. Let me know. Hopefully, someday I can come around and check it out and you can show us around your garage. But until then, subscribe, give us a like, and share us with your friends. And as Beatrice always says, comment. I apologize for last week. I missed last week because I got called to jury duty. And I feel like I'm a very patriotic person. I love my country. I love to do my civic duty. And so I got called, didn't get picked. Okay, turn off the lights, move them out of the way so Mom doesn't run them over. She comes in. Thank you. I got all those parts over there that I'm not going to be putting back on the bike. I got to find a way. I had a guy want to buy my exhaust. Packed it all up. And then he said, "Oh, I thought they were chrome." So they are chrome. They're just used chrome. Anyway, let's see. I think that's it, kiddo. Are those your shoes?
No.
Lights out.